I mean, I love it. You got to lay it all on the line. You just got to leave it all out on the line.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of bullshit at first, but then when I thought about it more, I actually wrote a blog about it, about how it's kind of like losing at the buzzer. Your name's Shawnee Miller from Bahamas, just kind of threw up a prayer, dove past the line. It's completely legal. It just sucks for Allison Felix, but she's still the most decorated Olympic. Well, I think the most decorated female track and field time, which is pretty impressive. So good for her, I guess. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff in the Olympics I like. The badminton's cool. Like I mentioned, the volleyball, and I've liked watching all of it. So that about ends our Olympic talk right here. Well, our Olympic topics. We got a listener question in, and it's Olympic themed, so this should be fun. The question is, if you had 4 years to train for any sport in the Olympics, could you make the Olympics, and what sport?
All right, this would be tough. Just thinking about it, you just have to make the Olympics, right? You don't have to medal?
Just make the Olympics.
Okay. I know I just said that I've been watching it a lot, and maybe this is why it comes to mind. I think table tennis. And hear me out. Here's why. Because I've heard that the number one ranked American is only ranked like number 374 or something like that in the world for table tennis. And he qualified for the Olympics. So if I can just make top 374, I think I could make the Olympics. And if you think about it, you give me 4 years to train at table tennis, right? Think about what you think of when you see someone who's like really good at ping pong. There's nerdy, unathletic, and antisocial. And I think that because I'm not any of those three, I could move up the ranks in table tennis give me 4 years. That's a long time. And I can make the Olympics. I think so.
Part of me listens to that and says, yeah, you're right, 4 years is a long time. And the other part of me is just like, there's no fucking way you'd be able to make the Olympics in table tennis. I don't think that's possible. That's like more preposterous. No, I had one friend that said he could make it in volleyball, and I think that's just ridiculous. But dude, they're psychos, and they hit the ball really fucking hard. That's tough.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching. But that's the thing is, I think that you're not even top 350 in the world, that's nothing to write home about. And I think that, that's doable.
Okay, well, good luck with that. I think if I have a couple in mind that I could do. I think other than like gymnastics and basketball, obviously joking, but probably I think archery, anything with shooting, archery, shooting, something like that. I also thought of rowing.
You think?
I think rowing.
Rowing. You think that you could?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, no.
Rowing. But listen. Here's the loophole. I'd be the coxman.
Is that even what it's called? I thought it was a coxswain.
I'm going to be whoever is the person that doesn't row, that sits at the end of the boat, that just yells at people to row.
I get that, and that's why it's like, you know what? Okay, now I understand where you're coming from, but
right.
God.
No, but if I'm being absolutely serious, I think if I trained really hard, I think me making it in rowing is more realistic than you making it in table tennis.
Well, I feel like with rowing, it's just you just have to be in really, really great shape.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But here's my thing. And I've said because I've had this discussion a few times. It's been like, do you think you could make it in or volleyball first? Like if you had to choose. And I said volleyball, and here's why. And I think the same goes for rowing. Diver, I would have to get in shape and then be a good diver. Volleyball, I could get in shape by playing volleyball. Like I could get in shape by rowing.
Well, in table tennis,
I mean, with obviously outside of help too. Like I would I would have to, hit the weight room a little bit and work on my endurance a lot. But yeah,
in fairness, in table tennis, you can be fat as shit and still do fine.
dude, have you seen any of those? They're all cut, those guys.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, most of them are. Most of them are, but you don't have to.
I don't know, man. Table tennis is tough. I listen to this. So I had a friend, and and his answer was, and I quote, literally any sport.
What? That's impossible.
Literally any sport is what he said. So I said, you're going to make the U.S. basketball team in 4 years? That's what's going to happen? You're going to be a fucking tennis player or golf player in 4 years? Like,
I think even more than that, the most improbable one I think out of anything is sprinting, because you either have it or you don't.
Oh yeah, for sure,
That's
sure,
all-
yeah.
That's 100% genetics. Like Usain Bolt.
If someone were to tell me they could like maybe make the marathon, like make some sort of distance running, I'd be like, okay, maybe, but like just sprinting, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Because like Usain Bolt can literally put whatever he wants into his body. He can smoke it.
Yeah.
Like he can smoke weed all day. I mean, he's Jamaican. I feel bad associating that. Like, sounds kind of wrong, but like he can do stuff like that, and he can eat McDonald's every day, and he's still Usain Bolt. He's going to show up and he's going to crush it. So,
no, I
to
get
say any
that,
sport, just I feel like if you drop that in, that's a mic drop, game over, end of discussion. Wrong.
No, that is a bold statement. I don't think that's possible. I would have to say, if I had to choose, gun to my head, I would say either archery or shooting or something like that, or rowing. I think I could do it.
Yeah,
I saw kayaking today too. Kayaking is tough though. I think kayaking's tougher than rowing.
I think so too, because I mean you're out there on your own.
It's 2-man boat, but still you're like moving your whole arm. Whereas rowing, you're just doing one motion the whole time.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was 2-man. That's different. Yeah.
I think they have 1-man too, but it was a 2-man.
What do you think about handball?
Yeah, that's an interesting one too. See, USA it doesn't have a handball team in the Olympics, and handball is traditionally. Listen to me talk about my handball. I think is more of a European sport. So like, I think I could. I think that's actually possibly number one. I mean, I have a good arm. Athletic. Again, I could get in shape by playing handball, which is huge. Like I don't have to get in shape and play handball. It's just like get in shape while playing handball. So I think I think quick, but you don't necessarily have. I'm not fast, but I am like elusive.
Okay. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So,
I can see you do that.
And I can I have quick feet, but I'm not I can't run fast, if that makes sense. And I think that would play very well. I'm not. You're like laughing right now, but I really do have quick feet.
No,
what I'm laughing at. I have quick feet. I got fucking all right. I'm like or Sugar Ray Robinson in the fucking ring with my quick feet. All right, and I have a good arm. I have like pretty good aim and stuff. Like I can do that.
Pretty sure it was Sugar Ray Leonard, but one thing I'm going to say is I wasn't laughing thinking about that. When you started to talk about that, my mind drifted into what I thought would be the thing that each of us could try to train for to like get in shape for the Olympics. Yeah. Could you imagine us trying to do gymnastics?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Just the tight like leotard, like onesie thing, unitard, whatever they're called, and just up there on the beams, like trying to swing back and forth and just going.
Yeah, dude, I wore a Green Man suit for Halloween one year, tight leotards type of thing. Mm-hmm. And it was very ugly. And I've gained like at least 25 to 30 pounds since then. So it would be really, really bad. So,
I
couldn't do that.
Just because I thought about it. What about wrestling? Because wrestling's always staged, right? Anyway.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I think dude, Greco-Roman maybe. All they do is use their arms in that.
Dude, I would get smoked.
I would too. I absolutely. Oh, as you said, there's 1-man kayak on TV right now. But yeah. Oh, okay. So I think my final answers are archery, shooting, rowing, being a cocksmith or a coxswain or whatever, coxswing, whatever it is, and handball. I think those three I could have a legitimate chance if I could train every day for 4 years.
Yeah, I'm going to finish out with table tennis and then probably gymnastics and basketball.
All right, yeah. I maybe soccer for me too. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe if I can fit it in.
Would you?
But yeah, we were.
Would you gamble on yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'd. No, I wouldn't blow it. I would try to win. I'd gamble on myself to win, obviously, because I would. So moving on, we were gonna have a special guest today, and maybe what we'll do is one of us or both of us can have a quick 10-minute interview with them at some point. And I mean, if you're watching the video, clearly we did not piece this together at all. But he's our medical expert, and he was going to talk about some in the Olympics, including Missy Franklin and volleyball player had a torn rotator cuff, and Ryan Lockheed's hair, among other things. So maybe we'll get that in. Maybe I'll just make it a little 10-minute special edition podcast that we'll get out later this week. We'll see. So we have our gambling. So I think we need to do a better job keeping track because I don't know what my record is right now. I can go back and look. I don't know. But yeah, we got to make some picks for this upcoming week about certain games. So do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I can tell right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I believe I'm 6-3, but I think it's 6-4, so not bad.
Okay.
I mean,
that's not bad.
And then these picks coming up, I'm thinking they'll hit tonight. Knock on wood. I probably just jinxed myself. I would be I would have been 7-3, but the Red Sox blew it in the last inning of their series last weekend and cost me it. So that sucked. But my two picks today, big game between USA and Argentina coming up, sticking with the Olympics, and I'm going to bet the over of 188.
A lot, actually. Dude, how about USA's been kind of stinking it up lately, though?
Yeah, we suck. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Well, I did watch the France game, and that score was exponentially closer than it actually was. USA just kind of stopped playing in the last 5 minutes. It was a 15-point game the whole time until the last 5 minutes.
Well, that's what
the guy hit a 3 at the buzzer to make it a 3-point game. It's not like it was a 3-point game. So
yeah, true.
That was kind of the other two, though, Serbia and Australia, I mean, they both played the USA pretty well, I thought. So
yeah, that was scary.
I don't know. Yeah. But okay.
That being said, yeah, that was my first pick. We'll see. Melo's been putting the team on his back, so let's hope he drops another 30-something tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then I'm going to stick with it, even though they fucked me last time. I'm taking the Red Sox series price versus the Tigers going into this next 4-game series they have coming up. Taking.
I like it. So they got to win 3. They got to win 3 or 4 for you to win that.
4. If not, it's a push. I don't know if we call that a tie. It's kind of like kissing your sister.
We call it a tie because that's just embarrassing. So
yeah,
it's fine. So those are 2 good picks. I like that. My pick is tonight I haven't watched a lot of baseball lately. I've really only watched the Red Sox when they're on TV in New York State, which isn't often. But I'm going to take the Marlins Reds. They're minus 103. I felt like that was kind of that's almost even money, and the Reds suck. So I'm going to take that one. And then the other one I'm going to do is an Olympic one, and I'm taking our girls from Sweden to win the gold medal for women's soccer.
Wow. Okay.
I think they got that. Their coach used to be the U.S. women's coach, and she is really fucking good. So, and they're on a roll now. They beat Brazil yesterday. I think I'm taking the Sweden women's soccer team to win gold. So that's my other pick.
All right. Well, it sounds good. I think that basically sums it up for gambling, and now we just got to talk about what we're going to look forward to seeing this week. And what are you looking forward to, John?
Well, obviously, I'm going to keep watching the Olympics. I really do. I'm a big Olympics guy, as you can tell, so I'm going to keep watching that, track and field and stuff. And I know the relays are coming soon, so that'll be really cool. A lot of the playoff stuff going on too, playoff volleyball, playoff basketball, and all that shit. So I'll be watching that. That's probably going to be my viewing. Also, I will be tuning into the Little League World Series too, as a team from my area did make it, so for the first time ever. So I'll be watching them, cheering for them pretty hard, and hopefully they make a little run in Williamsport.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I know I'm a big Little League World Series guy, mostly because I gamble on it every year. And tell you listeners at home, if you're keeping score at home, there is no better gambling feeling and no better gauge of how addicted you are to gambling than when you're sitting in your living room screaming at 12-year-old kids because they can't make pop fly catches, or they can't, they can't hit a curveball. When in fact, I was never able to hit a curveball myself. So that's a little bit of my deep, dark secret there about why I love the Little League World Series. Last year, it was about 500 gambling on that, but the bigger bets I hit. So that's why I end up making money, but I don't want to sit out here and act like I'm the guru of the Little League World Series. Let's be honest.
Right.
That being said,
yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah, that being said, I'm actually going to be really interested in, now that it's back, because we got a little space before football comes back, but soccer, the Premier League. I know most people aren't big soccer guys, yourself included, John, but last weekend was the opening weekend for soccer, and it got pretty lit, as the kids say, so I'm just hoping that it stays the same.
All right, well, that's pretty good. That sounds awesome. All right. Well, I think that about wraps up this episode. Episode, I think 5 or 6 of Keeping Score at Home. So again, hey, if you're keeping score at home, this was episode 5.